shake, shake. Yeah. 'Cause the players gonna play, 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 play. And my haters gonna hate, haters gonna hate. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. I shake it up, I shake it up. Heartbreakers gonna break, 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 break. And the fakers gonna fake, 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 fake. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. I shake it up, I shake it up. 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 Shake it up, I shake it up. I shake it up, I shake it up. You got to shake it up, I shake it up. I shake it up, I shake it up.
Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision, always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living, didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes. Mama said, fulfill the prophecy, be something great. Go make a legacy, manifest destiny. Back in the days we wanted everything, wanted everything. Mama said, burn your biographies, rewrite your history. Light up your wildest dreams, museum victories. Every day we wanted everything, wanted everything. Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated. All tied up, no more love, and I'd hate to see you waiting. Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision, always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living, didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes. Mama said, something for oddities, stranger crusades. Ain't ever wannabes, winning the novelties that don't ever change. We wanted everything, wanted everything. Stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise, never come down. Oh, stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise, never come down. Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated. All tied up, no more love, and I'd hate to see you waiting. They say it's all been done, but they haven't seen the best of me. So I got one more run, and it's gonna be a sight to see. Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision, always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living, didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are happy that you could join us today. My name is Mr. Thomas, English teacher and ACL of grade 11 and 12, English, ESL, and literacy support at Agincourt Collegiate. I am honored to have the privilege of being the master of ceremonies for today's celebration of the accomplishments of our 2020 graduating students. To our graduates, you know that every single one of us, including your own family and friends, would have preferred an in-person event. But because that is still not possible, we thank you for waiting a full year for this acknowledgement of your graduation from ACI. We hear from our guidance staff, teachers, and administrators that you are thriving and continuing to pursue your dreams. Congratulations to all of you. We will begin today's program with O Canada and the reading of the land acknowledgement in English by Harishan Ilamurugan and in French by Mabel Kwok.
We acknowledge we are hosted on the lands of the Mississaugas of the Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Wendat. We also recognize the enduring presence of all First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples.
Nous reconnaissons que nous sommes accueillis sur les terres des Mississaugas des Anishinaabe, de la Confédération Haudenosaunee et du Wendat. Nous voulons également reconnaître la pérennité de la présence des Premières Nations, du Métis et du Inuit.
We are very fortunate at Agincourt Collegiate to have the collaboration and strong support that we do from our TDSB trustee, Ms. Yalini Rajakulasingam, and our Superintendent of Education, Ms. Carrie Lynn Stadnick, both of whom took time out of their busy schedules to prepare a message to our graduates. Our Scarborough North Member of Parliament, the Honourable MP Sean Chen, has also graciously taken the time to prepare a message for our graduates. Our Scarborough North Member of Provincial Parliament, the Honourable MPP Raymond Cho, asked us to send his very best wishes to our graduates. Following these messages, our principal, Miss Mira Nam Wong, will address our graduates. We will then hear a musical interlude by the Agincourt Virtual Choir, directed by Mr. Pinhorn.
Hi Agincourt, congratulations to our grads. I know this isn't how we imagined celebrating you and all that you've accomplished. It's been an extremely tough past year and a half with so many interruptions, but you did it. And regardless of what you choose to do next, whether it's more school in university or college, whether you decide to take some time off, or whether you decide to go to work, whatever it may be, I just hope that you and your loved ones stay safe and we get to a place where our communities are healthy and strong once again. And I know high school can be a very tough time. It can be a time where you feel that you're not good enough or smart enough, but just remember, high school is just 4 or 5 years in a lifetime. And it is not the end, it is just the beginning. And please don't let your high school experience be what you think the next few years are going to look like. The opportunities are endless and you are limitless. So just make sure your intentions are clear, you're making informed decisions, and you just work extra hard. And I do not have any doubt that Agincourt students, all of you, will be up to some amazing things in the years ahead. I want to thank Principal Nam Wong, Vice Principal Sivaraja, and Vice Principal Santos, our office admin staff, our teachers, our support staff, and our caretaking team. Thank you for carrying our students through this pandemic and supporting them. We truly, truly appreciate all the hard work you've done. And to parents and guardians, I know it's been a very tough past year and a half with a lot of difficult situations at home and within the community. And I know we have a lot of essential service workers and frontline workers. And I just want to thank all of you for all the work you've done to keep our communities healthy and strong. I hope everyone stays safe and see you soon. Bye.
Hello, graduates of Agincourt CI. I am Raymond Cho, Member of Provincial Parliament for Scarborough North and Ontario's Minister for Seniors and Accessibility. Today marks both the end of one chapter and the beginning of an exciting new one in your life. You should take great pride from the fact that you have successfully achieved these milestones in your lives. I know that the COVID-19 has made the past year and half very difficult. You have had to miss out on many meaningful events to get here today. Remember though, that how you have risen to face this challenge is a testament of your resilience, your tenacity, and to the support system around you. Always be thankful to your parents, teachers, and mentors who have helped you to get here today. I have full confidence in you and know that you will not only survive in the next chapters of your lives, but will flourish. enjoy this accomplishment. Congratulations.
Hello, this is Sean Chen, Member of Parliament for Scarborough North. Graduates, it has been an unprecedented year, but here we are, and you have made it. Despite the pandemic, you continued to learn, to grow, to achieve, and to set yourselves up for success. And you did it with the help of others. Allow me a moment to acknowledge them. I begin with a very important question. The Associated Press did a survey that asked, what makes kids happy? Now you might guess the answer is hanging out with their friends, going on TikTok or Instagram, or perhaps playing a little bit of Fortnite on the computer. It turns out the number one answer is to spend time with their families. And close to 75% of young people say it is their relationship with their parents that makes them most happy. So to the parents and family members, I acknowledge your role as partners in education, because happy kids make happy and successful students. I'd also like to acknowledge our teachers, school administrators, office staff, caretakers, EAs, ECEs, and support workers, because they're the ones working hard each and every day on the front lines of public education. They deserve our thanks and our support. To the graduates, your education has set you up for your future success. Always remember to try your very best and work hard. When you fall down, get back up and learn from your experiences. When you are feeling down, make sure you remember that tomorrow is a new day and the sun will rise again. I leave you with a quote from Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Graduates, on behalf of the Parliament of Canada, I wish you every success on your journey ahead.
Welcome, Agincourt parents, caregivers, community members, staff, and of course our grads. Welcome to our long-awaited commencement for the class of 2020. In these incredibly challenging times, we are all holding tight to one another as we wait for the storm to pass. I don't think any one of us could have predicted this is how we would be honoring our graduates. And it does seem like yesterday, although it was a year ago in March, that we all left school for spring break, only to live out the rest of our grade 12 days isolated in your homes and never coming back to the school you called home away from home. Fast forward a full year, and all of you have experienced life after Agincourt, albeit in the middle of a world pandemic, amidst social chaos on a whole new level, and finding your voice to challenge inequities following the murder of George Floyd. We know you have already started to leave your mark, finding courage to provoke necessary change for a better world. I am honored to be a part of you and your story, and we celebrate all that you have done and all that you are about to embark on. So let's celebrate your moment together. Well, not in person, but through this video at least. So, to our graduates, this virtual commencement has been put together to recognize and honor an incredible milestone in your lives. Today, we, the staff of ACI, want to tell you how incredibly proud we are of your resilience, your tenacity, and your grit, for more than just surviving, for thriving in an increasingly changing global landscape. And even though you did not get the chance to walk one last time across that familiar stage to wave and yell, "I did it," holding that diploma, I am still so excited to see what footprints you are already leaving behind. Keep in mind, your high school graduation would not have been possible if it weren't for the people that surround you with their love and guidance. So please make sure that if you haven't already, thank your support system for never giving up on you and believing that you would make it. Parents and guardians, take pride in knowing that you did something very special with your child, and we thank you for entrusting them with us. Our staff also take incredible pride in you, grads. They have taught you to think critically, to analyze and challenge, and put into practice what you have learned over the course of your high school career. Teachers, the graduates appreciate and thank you for your time and energy, your commitment, all the commitment you put into them through your classrooms, your contributions to councils, athletic teams, clubs, and the multitudes of events throughout the years. Thank you for the opportunities. Thank you for the memories. So graduates, as you set off into new adventures chasing your dream, you will find yourself at a crossroad where tough choices will have to be made. Those choices, they will impact you as a person and what you do for the rest of your life. Please do not be afraid to take chances. Canada's great hockey player, okay, I'm not going to talk about hockey, especially after yesterday's game, but Wayne Gretzky, one of the greatest ambassadors to Canada, did say, you will miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Take a shot at everything that piques your interest. That is how you will find your passion. Find what you love and pursue it relentlessly. And while you chase your dreams, stay committed to raising the lives you touch and leave every stepping stone better than you found it, especially during these turbulent times. Never stop caring, never stop doing. I have no doubt that the future is in good hands. Graduates, follow your heart. Happiness and success awaits you. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Before we begin the presentation of the special awards, I would like to thank our community members, parents, staff, and alumni, whose enormous generosity to Agincourt Collegiate has benefited our students for many years. Thank you to members of the Scholarship Committee for your hard work in coordinating these awards. We would also like to extend our thanks and acknowledgement to our June 2020 retirees. Natasha Hommel, English teacher and guidance counselor; Nathan J. Nathan, mathematics teacher; Robert Pryor, science teacher; Stephen Torres, science teacher; and David Lum, music teacher and department head, who retired in January 2021. Mr. Lum is with us today and will introduce our first group of special awards recipients.
The first award is the Alumni Scholarship, and it is awarded to 2 outstanding graduating students for their scholarship, leadership, and participation in both the academic and co-curricular programs at ACI throughout their high school careers. The first recipient is Oiku Or. The second recipient is Tiger Yi. The next award is the Business Studies Award, and it is presented to an outstanding business student who demonstrates excellence and leadership in business classes and who is pursuing a business-based degree. It is given in honor of our former beloved colleague, Andy Chung. This year's recipient is Sally Chen. The Athletic Council President's Award is given in appreciation of their contribution to the students and to the school. This year's recipient is Kayla Sue. The Agno Scholarship Award is donated annually by 12 female teachers who developed a strong friendship while teaching at ACI. This award is presented to a grade 12 female student who is proceeding to post-secondary education with an emphasis on college and who is not receiving any other awards. This student possesses a positive attitude, extends herself generously in support of others, and exhibits kindness, loyalty, and a sense of humor. She always strives to do her best, and she places a high value on friendship and the enjoyment of life. This year's recipient is Brandy Antwi. The Family Studies Award is presented to an outstanding family studies student who demonstrates excellence and passion in the area of family studies. This student has contributed to the area of family studies with outstanding creativity and dedication. This year's recipient is Jillian Hong. The Music Parents Association Scholarship is given to an outstanding graduating music student who has contributed freely to the musical life of Agincourt Collegiate and is pursuing studies in preparation for a musical career. This year's recipient is Nikita Krasnojan. The Special Education Student Success Award is bestowed on a special education student who has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement, community involvement, and leadership. This year's recipient is Matthew Brown. The staff scholarships are awarded to 3 worthy graduates who will proceed to a degree course in a Canadian university or college. The first recipient is Kiara Gale. Our next recipient is Devin Lamb. And our final recipient is Serena Vivekanand.
Hello, I am Ms. Smashnook, English teacher and ACL of grade 9 and grade 10 English, literacy support, and reading intervention. I am honored to read the next group of award recipients. Visual Arts Award, awarded to a graduating visual arts or photography student who fully embraces creative challenges and who demonstrates excellence in studio work. Joyce Zhu. The Jean Campbell Outstanding ACI Citizen Award is given to a graduating student who, by participating in a variety of activities or clubs in a leadership capacity, has distinguished themselves as an excellent role model and mentor to other students and made a significant contribution to the lives of others in the ACI community. Emma Yang. Canada and World Social Studies, Social Science, and Humanities Scholarship, presented to 3 graduating students who have demonstrated outstanding scholarship in multiple courses within the department, have contributed to the ACI community, and are planning to pursue a related degree at the university level. Megan Ho, Victoria Ng, Emma Yang. The Albert Frank Award, awarded to a student who has demonstrated outstanding dramatic ability while at Agincourt CI. Matthew Fu. The Paul Ann Hoskins Memorial Scholarship is given to a student who is pursuing post-secondary studies in music at the university level. Nikita Krasnojan. International Languages Scholarship, Presented to a student who excels in international languages. Jillian Hong. The International Group Incorporated Science Scholarship is donated by the International Group Incorporated to a student who shows above average proficiency in 3 science courses. Jocelyn Lim. The International Group Incorporated Mathematics Scholarship is donated by the International Group Incorporated to a student who shows above average proficiency in 3 mathematics courses. Malika Julay. The Michael Kirkley Memorial Award. Michael Kirkley attended ACI from 1973 to 1978. He was an elite athlete who excelled in sports and drama. As Agincourt's star running back, he led the Lancers to win the 1975 Scarborough Junior Football Championships. He went on to Western University, where he also played football. In 1982, he was drafted first overall by the Toronto Argonauts, where he played 2 seasons before returning to Western to complete his degree. At Agincourt, Mike also played the lead role in the musical Sweet Charity and was involved in many other activities and clubs. Through his competitive spirit and business prowess, he went on to found Market Force Communications. Tragically, Michael died in September 2002. His family donates this award annually to an ACI graduating student who excels academically and in sports and drama. Reem Omar.
Hello, I am Miss Cooper, phys ed teacher and ACL of Health and Physical Education and Drama. I am honored to read the next group of award recipients. The Doris Lawrence Scholarship is given in memory of her father, C.F. Lawrence, a former principal of ACI from 1931 to 1949, to a student who is most likely to pursue a post-secondary degree in education. Congratulations, Kenny Yan. The David MacDonald Award is presented to 2 students with the highest standings in the Senior English program. Congratulations, Ivan Chen and Shirley Chung. The Carmen Ma Memorial Scholarship is presented to students who excel in mathematics. Congratulations, Alan Zhang. The Christopher McAllister Memorial Scholarship, donated annually by the McAllister family in memory of Christopher McAllister, who graduated in ACI's French immersion program in 1993. Christopher loved English literature and was in the school play in his grade 13th year. He was also a member of the football and rugby teams. His brother Michael and sister Ashley graduated from ACI in 1994 and 2003 respectively. This award is presented to a student who excels in English and who is continuing on to post-secondary education. Congratulations, Catherine Grundy. The Ogden Funeral Homes Award is presented to 2 graduating students who are pursuing education in life sciences and who have demonstrated exemplary effort and achievement in their science courses. Congratulations, Alice Wang and George G. The Ontario Music Educators Award is donated by the Music Department to a student who demonstrates outstanding leadership in music council activities. Congratulations, Kai Wei Mo. The Ontario Principals Council Award is given by the Ontario Principal Council to a student for leadership in their school. Congratulations, Christine Sue. The Marcia and Tamara Audi Memorial Award is given in loving memory of Marcia and Tamara Audi to the graduating female athlete who exhibits exceptional team spirit and who values fair play. Congratulations, Vicky Zhao. The Sir William Osler High School ACI Peer Counseling Award is given for outstanding contribution in the peer counseling program. Congratulations, Victoria Ng. The Reynolds Scholarship is donated by the Reynolds family to a student who has achieved both academic and athletic excellence. The family hopes to continue a legacy of students overcoming systemic barriers to attain a higher level of education. Congratulations, Matthew Hitamana.
Hello, I'm Ms. Fairclough, Guidance Counselor in ACL of Business, Co-op, and Chisholm programs. I'm honored to read the final group of special award recipients. The Asghar Ali Fellow Chartered Accountant Scholarship, donated by the Rotary Club of Agincourt in honor of Asghar Ali. Awarded to a student who has accepted a post-secondary program of business studies. The student has demonstrated strong leadership and community involvement throughout their years at ACI. Congratulations, Amanda Noor. The Jean Campbell Health Sciences Scholarship, donated by the Rotary Club of Agincourt in honor of Jean Kennedy Campbell, ACI alum, community advocate, nurse, and first woman chair of a college in Ontario. Awarded to a student who has been accepted to a post-secondary program of studies in health sciences. The student has demonstrated strong leadership and community involvement throughout their years at ACI. Congratulations, Jerry Liu. The John Terrence Flanagan Scholarship, donated by the Rotary Club of Agincourt in memory of John Terrence Flanagan, a founding member of the Rotary Club of Agincourt and who was a member of the Association of Professional Engineers of Ontario, Ordre des Ingénieurs du Québec, the Geological Association of Canada, and the Prospectors and Developers Association. Awarded to a student who has been accepted to a university program of studies in engineering. The student has demonstrated strong leadership and community involvement throughout their years at ACI. Congratulations, Harry Chin. The Doug Sinclair Memorial Award, awarded to a student who displays both aptitude and proficiency in the Technological Studies program. Congratulations, Destiny Lamb. The SAC Award, presented by the SAC to a graduate who's been involved in student activities and who has maintained above average grades. Congratulations, Jocelyn Lim. The SAC President Award, given to the ACI Student Council President in appreciation for their contribution to the students and the school. Congratulations, Varunan Siva. The Social Justice Trustee Award, granted to a student who demonstrates exemplary leadership and must have given extraordinary service in social justice issues contributing to their school community. The student engages others through action on the ideals of cultural diversity, interculturalism, equity, and social justice. Congratulations, Emma Yang. The Pavlovsky Memorial Scholarship, donated by Gina Pavlovsky in memory of her late husband who was killed in an accident while at work. Ms. Pavlovsky's oldest daughter, Kelsey, had just started at Agincourt Collegiate when this occurred. Kelsey has gone on to be involved in sports and music at ACI and graduated from Western University in 2020 on the Dean's List and with a Bachelor of Science honors specialization in biology. Her younger children, Andrew and Marissa, are currently students at ACI. Congratulations, Nishalini Sundaramurthy. The Tamil Canadian Alumni Scholarship, donated by Tamil alumni members of the Tamil Canadian Centre for Civic Action who have experienced struggles through their refugee journeys. It is awarded to a Tamil student of refugee background who displays a positive attitude and does well in their academic studies. The TCCA works toward the social, political, economic, and cultural success of Tamil Canadians. Congratulations, Baishni Sivanayagam. The June Collard Award, from the Legacy Scarborough Board through the TDSB Central Scholarship Committee is granted to a female Scarborough student who has demonstrated leadership in athletics or intramurals and has made an outstanding contribution to athletics in the school and community. The recipient has attended the presenting school for a minimum of 3 years. Congratulations, Kayla Sue. The University of Toronto National Book Award, awarded to students who demonstrate superior academic performance, original and creative thought, and exceptional achievement. Congratulations, Bonnie Shen. And lastly, the Governor General of Canada Bronze Medallion. The Bronze Medallion is presented by the Government of Canada to the student who graduates with the highest standing in his or her class or school. Congratulations, Harry Chin.
Congratulations to all of our special award recipients. We will now enjoy a musical interlude by the Agincourt Wind Symphony, directed by Mr. Lum. Then, Miss Cullen will introduce the first group of 2020 diploma recipients.
Monique Abraham. Abiba Ahmad. Amna Akram, Ontario Scholar. Seda Ali. Aaron Alphonsus, Ontario Scholar. Malachi Anglin. Brandy Anmi, Chisholm Nonprofit Grad. Atira Asokan, Ontario Scholar. Alicia Bimani, Ontario Scholar, Schism Business Grad. Lyron Bai, Ontario Scholar. Salvina Buabud, Ontario Scholar. Matthew Brown. Michael Chow, Ontario Scholar. Eddie Chan, Ontario Scholar. Eden Chan, Ontario Scholar. Evelyn Chan, Ontario Scholar. Kaylee Chan, Ontario Scholar. Sally Chan, Ontario Scholar. Winnie Chan, Ontario Scholar. Bianca Chen, Ontario Scholar. Daniel Chen, Ontario Scholar. Elin Chen. Emily Chen, Ontario Scholar, Schism Business Grad. Ivan Chen, Ontario Scholar. Nancy Chen. Paris Chen, Ontario Scholar. Peter Chen, Ontario Scholar. Tina Chen, Ontario Scholar, Schism Business Grad. Tiana Chen, Ontario Scholar, Schism Business Grad. Tony Chen. Eric Chang. Robin Chung. Shirley Chung, Ontario Scholar. Harry Chin, Ontario Scholar. John Chu, Ontario Scholar. Richard Dang, Ontario Scholar. Shang Dong, Ontario Scholar. Harry Shan Alamarugan, Ontario Scholar. Otilia Fairclough. Hannah Farinas. Rifat Fatima, Ontario Scholar. Aaron Felix, Ontario Scholar. Yanni Feng, Ontario Scholar. Matnik Furvius. Matthew Fu. Sortiri Galanis, Ontario Scholar, Schism Business Grad. Jarek Gao, Ontario Scholar. Ryan Gao, Ontario Scholar. Kiara Gale, Ontario Scholar. Aya Gilman, Ontario Scholar. Kevin Ganapandatan, Ontario Scholar. Catherine Grundy, Ontario Scholar. Henry Gua, Ontario Scholar. Congratulations to all of you. Mr. Pinhorn will read the names of the next graduates.
Dylan Haw, Ontario Scholar. Vanessa Haw, Ontario Scholar and Schism Business Grad. Vishal Haider, Ontario Scholar. Mohammed Haik. Rose Harimi, Ontario Scholar. Dylan Heslop. Ryan Heslop. Trevon Hebert. Robert Hines, Ontario Scholar. Matthew Hitimana, Ontario Scholar. Anika Ho, Ontario Scholar. Megan Ho, Ontario Scholar. Wendy Hoang, Ontario Scholar and Chisholm Business Grad. Jillian Hong, Ontario Scholar. Dylan Hossain. Haley Howell, Ontario Scholar. Maeve Hoy, Ontario Scholar. Cindy Huang. Maggie Huang. Sophia Huang, Ontario Scholar, Chisholm Nonprofit Grad. Kenson Hui, Ontario Scholar. Chrissy Hui, Ontario Scholar and Chisholm Business Grad. Aiden Hung, Ontario Scholar. Fahad Haider, Ontario Scholar. Wasim Ibrahim. Tayana James. Nixon Jayatalake, Ontario Scholar. Abarami Jivanathan, Ontario Scholar. Betty Jiang, Ontario Scholar. Michael Jiang, Ontario Scholar. Joanna Joseph, Ontario Scholar. Malika Julay, Ontario Scholar. Ajin Kathir Gamanathan, Ontario Scholar. Malik Khalad, Ontario Scholar and Chisholm Business Grad. Amina Khan, Ontario Scholar. Hamsa Khan. Jonathan Khan. Rohail Khan, Ontario Scholar. Manal Khatri, Ontario Scholar. Nikita Krasnoshon, Ontario Scholar. Suvitha Kugathas, Ontario Scholar. Mabel Kwok, Ontario Scholar. Destiny Lamb, Ontario Scholar and Chisholm Manufacturing Grad. Devin Lamb, Ontario Scholar. Alyssa Lamb, Ontario Scholar. Brendan Lee. Chantal Lee, Ontario Scholar. Chen Lee. Christina Lee, Ontario Scholar and Chisholm Business Grad. Jackie Lee, Ontario Scholar. Jennifer Lee, Ontario Scholar. Kristen Lee, Ontario Scholar. Lillian Lee, Ontario Scholar and Chisholm Business Grad. Nicole Lee, Ontario Scholar. Congratulations to all of you. Miss Young will now read the names of the next group of graduates.
Ashley Liang, Ontario Scholar. Daniel Liang, Ontario Scholar. Abigail Lim, Ontario Scholar. Jocelyn Lim, Ontario Scholar. Laura Lynn, Ontario Scholar. William Lynn, Ontario Scholar. Eric Ling, Ontario Scholar. Eric Liu, Ontario Scholar. Jason Liu, Ontario Scholar. Nikeen Liu, Ontario Scholar. Stone Liu, Ontario Scholar. Claudia Lowe, Ontario Scholar. Pakalavan Logan, Ontario Scholar. Samson Long, Ontario Scholar. Jerry Liu, Ontario Scholar. Carmen Lai, Ontario Scholar. Rebecca McFarlane. Subani Makar, Ontario Scholar. Nathan Maluluan, Ontario Scholar. Amira Mallet, Ontario Scholar. Maruk Mallet, Ontario Scholar. Karina Mann. Amruta Manohar, Ontario Scholar. Frederick Marcos. Mary May, Ontario Scholar, Chisholm Sports Grad. Faizan Memon, Ontario Scholar. Kai Wei Mo, Ontario Scholar. Abdurrahim Mohammed, Ontario Scholar. Aisha Mohammed, Ontario Scholar. Hannah Musa. Amisha Nagaswaran, Ontario Scholar. Sneha Nagalendran, Ontario Scholar, Chisholm Business Grad. Kashinath Nambuthiri, Ontario Scholar. Shika Narula, Ontario Scholar. Shashwat Negi, Ontario Scholar. Dana Neria, Ontario Scholar. Nikeha Newman, Ontario Scholar. Victoria Ng, Ontario Scholar. Jack Nee, Ontario Scholar. Amanda Noor, Ontario Scholar, Chisholm Business Grad. Reem Omar, Ontario Scholar, Chisholm Sports Grad. Ada U Yang, Ontario Scholar. Vicky U, Ontario Scholar. Shrenika Palaparti, Ontario Scholar, Chisholm Business Grad. Malik Palmer. Nithusha Parajasingham, Ontario Scholar. Shuran Parker, Ontario Scholar. Christopher Petru, Ontario Scholar. Leo Pham. Alex Phan, Ontario Scholar. Arjan Pirathirapratnam. Gurnur Kirwal. Bamiga Puvatharan, Ontario Scholar.
Ismail Rahman, Ontario Scholar. Shayani Rajaganathis, Ontario Scholar, Chisholm Business Grad. Siddhi Ramnarain. Harun Randawa. Alini Ravichandran, Ontario Scholar. Slakshiga Sivasan. Shalom Samuel Lovejoy, Ontario Scholar. Alexandra Sandoval Artola, Ontario Scholar. Kananan Sarvaswaran. Arani Sathavel, Chisholm Sports Grad. Elizabeth Scott, Ontario Scholar. Ikra Shafiq, Ontario Scholar. Daria Shah, Ontario Scholar. Alec Sharavar, Ontario Scholar, Chisholm Sports Grad. Omer Shaikh, Ontario Scholar. Benson Shen, Ontario Scholar. Bonnie Shen, Ontario Scholar. Keithan Shi, Ontario Scholar. Jacob Shin, Ontario Scholar. Sissy Shum. Amar Siddiqui, Ontario Scholar, Chisholm Manufacturing Grad. Varunan Siva, Ontario Scholar, Chisholm Sports Grad. Kabilan Sivamanoharan, Ontario Scholar. Vaishni Sivanayagam, Ontario Scholar. Siobhan Smith. Darnell Smith. Zara Sohail, Ontario Scholar. Karina Sigdeo. Bharath Srinivasan, Ontario Scholar. Angela Sue. Athena Sue, Ontario Scholar, Schism Business Grad. Carmen Sue, Ontario Scholar. Edmund Sue, Ontario Scholar. Vicky Sue. Kayla Sue, Ontario Scholar, Schism Sports Grad. Cynthia Sun, Ontario Scholar. Nishalini Sundaramurthy, Ontario Scholar. Karis Tam, Ontario Scholar. Edmund Tang, Schism Manufacturing Grad. Violet Tang, Ontario Scholar. Eric Tete Jordan. Felix Tam, Ontario Scholar. Christine Tu, Ontario Scholar. Christopher Tran, Ontario Scholar. Peter Tran, Ontario Scholar. Selena Tran, Ontario Scholar. Katie Sang, Ontario Scholar. Elsie Sui, Ontario Scholar. Bianca Tu, Ontario Scholar. Connie Tu, Ontario Scholar. Tahir Tulloch Jack. Julius Turnbull. Congratulations to all of you. Ms. Vichich will read the names of the final group of diploma recipients.
Oiku Yugur, Ontario Scholar. Veronica Villarosa. Serena Vivkanand. Varnan Vivkananda. Ashan Wade-Uradni, Ontario Scholar. Athena Wan. Luella Wan, Ontario Scholar. Alice Wang, Ontario Scholar. Ryan Wang. Monica Wang, Schism Sports Grad. Christine Wong, Ontario Scholar. Katie Wong, Ontario Scholar. Kevin Wong, Ontario Scholar. Doris Wu, Ontario Scholar. Michelle Wu, Ontario Scholar. Sonia Wu, Ontario Scholar, Schism Business Grad. Wilson Wu, Ontario Scholar. George Z, Ontario Scholar. Ryan Z, Ontario Scholar. Jillian Zhu, Ontario Scholar, Schism Sports Grad. Joyce Zhu, Ontario Scholar. Kenny Yan, Ontario Scholar. Annie Yang, Ontario Scholar. Emma Yang, Ontario Scholar. Maggie Yang. Leon Yao, Ontario Scholar. Tiger Yi, Ontario Scholar. Eric Yu, Ontario Scholar. Jerry Yuan, Ontario Scholar. Daniel Zagrodny. Medina Zafarzai. Alan Zhang, Ontario Scholar. Frank Zhang, Ontario Scholar. Joey Zhang, Ontario Scholar. Cherry Zhao, Ontario Scholar. Carrie Zheng, Ontario Scholar. Jason Zhang, Ontario Scholar. Jailin Zong, Ontario Scholar. Tanner Zhu, Ontario Scholar. Vicky Zhu, Ontario Scholar. Dina Zhu. Congratulations, grad.
Congratulations, graduates. I would now like to introduce Miss Morrison, who will in turn introduce your class's valedictorian.
I am honored to introduce your valedictorian 2020, Jillian Hong. I feel very fortunate to have had the opportunity to teach so many of this group of graduating students. The students of Agincourt never cease to amaze me with their intelligence, their work ethic, and their sense of personal responsibility. Despite the bar being set so high by her peers, Jillian Hong truly exceeded all of our expectations during her time at ACI. I had the pleasure of teaching Jillian math in her first year at ACI. She was an exemplary student right from the start. Confident, curious, determined, kind-hearted, and just the right amount of talkative. I had previously taught her older brother Joshua, who, amazingly enough, was also voted valedictorian of his graduating class. I believe that undoubtedly shows the solid foundation that the Hong family provided their children. I got to know Jillian on a more personal level while she was on the Mentor Executive Council, where I was able to see that she was a natural leader worthy of the trust of her peers. Jillian has now completed her first year of concurrent education. When she shared with me that she wanted to become a teacher, I was humbled. Teaching can be the most rewarding career, yet can somehow feel thankless at times. Jillian could be successful in many fields, and her choice gives me hope for future generations of learners. I am confident that she will be the type of teacher who both inspires and connects with her students. And now, your valedictorian for the graduating class of 2020, Jillian Hong.
Dear class of 2020, it is an honor to have been chosen as your valedictorian, and I am incredibly grateful for this opportunity. For the past year and a half, our foundation has been shaken. COVID-19 has undoubtedly fostered more suffering and hardship than joy and peace. Yet no matter how tumultuous our time now may be, I believe that there is always a lesson to be learned. So today, I want to share 2 lessons that I've learned over the past year. Lesson number 1, build your identity on who you are going to be rather than what you are going to do. In order to elaborate on this lesson, I want to share a story of a girl I knew in high school. She was this little Korean girl who was academically driven for all 4 years of high school. She got exceptional grades, was involved in various leadership roles, and in her senior year was even selected as the valedictorian. However, all these academic accomplishments and titles that were said to have promised joy and gratification only left her with the feeling of emptiness. It was not until entering post-secondary, when all these titles were stripped away and everyone was working under the same title of remote worker, that she realized she was building her identity upon tangible entities, grades, awards, titles, more than her own character. I say knew this girl because I no longer want to be that same person. I think too many societal institutions, schools, media, and our own families have socialized us into this way of thinking that we have grown desensitized to the true meaning of self. Too often do we place our identity in superficial titles: scholar, entrepreneur, doctor, lawyer, athlete. Working towards these titles is what you are going to do, but when these superficial titles and positions have all been stripped away, you must ask yourself, who am I going to be? Who you're going to be is reflected by your everyday choices and attitude. For example, for those of you going into nursing, how are you going to react when a rude patient refuses your help? For those of you going into business, what are you going to do if your startup flops? For all of us, as a daughter, son, sister, brother, friend, how will you respond when your family member or friend gets under your skin? It is what you do in these moments when it feels like you want to quit or cry or punch someone in the face that are the moments that define us. At the end of the day, it is not your circumstances that should determine who you are, it's how you react to them. Take it from the former First Lady herself. Michelle Obama, one of the most successful and brilliant women of our generation, said, and I quote, "I have never once asked someone who I was interviewing to explain a test score or a grade in a class. I have never once made a hire just because someone went to an Ivy League school instead of a state school. Instead, she looks for what kind of person you are. Are you optimistic? Are you a hard worker? Have you stepped outside of your self-interest to serve others? At the end of the day, it is these qualities that people are seeking for on their team and that will make the biggest impact on our future. And today, more than ever before, that's what the world needs." So that brings me to my second lesson, lesson number 2, life will always be uncertain. But this is also the beauty of life. Not knowing if tomorrow is guaranteed should push you to think about what kind of person you want to be and the life you want to live. It forces you to reflect on what matters the most in your life and how you are going to spend your time. If we knew every detail of our future, we wouldn't learn or grow or laugh. It goes without saying that every human at some point in their life is a little bit sad or anxious because you don't know what your future will hold. What if I don't get that job I had my heart set on? What if my partner cheats on me or leaves me? What if I catch COVID-19? But that knowledge is what gives life meaning and is what should compel you to live each day to its fullest. Take, for example, this past year. Usually the transition from high school to post-secondary is like climbing a hill, progressing from a lower level to a higher level. Doing so takes time, effort, and hard work, yet it is within that process that makes it enjoyable. This is represented by Frosh Week, meeting new people, experiencing life away from home. However, for us, the class of 2020, it really seems like we got the short end of the stick. Our hill looks more like a mountain. Climbing a mountain may be a lot tougher than climbing a hill, requires a lot more effort, and the process may not always be as enjoyable. This is represented by having no high school closure and being tossed into post-secondary without any Frosh Week, not being able to meet your classmates, being stuck at home, and navigating a new online education experience. Although climbing a mountain may seem tough, all it requires is the right mindset to make it an enjoyable process. So instead of looking at this unique experience as a curse, we should look at it as a unique learning opportunity that builds endurance, strength, and character. We had to forge a new path unlike any other generation. We had to learn what it means to say goodbye without actually saying goodbye. We learned how to make the most of every opportunity, whether that was through creating your own at-home graduation celebration or staying in residence despite the experience not being the same. And most importantly, we learned to adapt to change because life will move on with or without you. All these things should prepare us to endure whatever hardships we face in the future. So I encourage you to remind yourself that even though you don't know and will never know what your future will hold, to still try and find happiness, to seize every moment in life, the ones that make you smile and even the ones that don't, because every moment in life is one to learn from or grow from or laugh from. As we continue to move on to the next chapters of our lives, I hope that you will enjoy life as you experience it and not as you think it ought to be.
Am I still supposed to be walking backwards?
Congratulations, class of 2020. Remember that there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Just look beyond and you'll see the rainbow.
Congratulations to all of our graduates, class of 2020. You are now ACI alumni. Our very best wishes to you. Thank you, everyone, for sharing in this special occasion with us today.
see